or good afternoon, depending on where you're watching from. I'm Stephanie, and I'm coming to you live from my home kitchen here in Las Vegas. Our producer, Bess, is located in Orlando, Florida, and we would both love to know where you're watching from. So please say hello to us in the comments and let us know where you're located. Today, I am going to share with you a really delicious, healthy green smoothie. And you might remember me from past videos. My name is Stephanie. I am a whole food plant-based chef and recipe developer and cooking instructor. And our friends at Amla Green have invited me to share this recipe with you today. It's really simple, and I'm really excited for you to give it a try because it's healthful and it's a great way to start your morning routine. I see Paula's here, Troy Lynn, nice to see you here today from New Orleans. Becky from Indiana, thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. So great to have you here. So this recipe is really simple. Let me just kind of review the ingredients that are going to go into this. I'll explain these all in more detail as we put them into the blender. But first, I'd just like to say that if you have any questions that come up, please put them in the comments, and then at the end, I will do my best to answer them. And also, stay tuned because at the end of this video, I'll be telling you how to get a free gift from our friends at Amla Green, and I think you're not going to want to miss out on this. So thanks for being here. Let's get started on this green smoothie. So the ingredients that go in here are a navel orange. I've got one frozen banana here on my cutting board, which you might be able to see, and a cup of frozen mango chunks. We'll have a tablespoon of ground flaxseed. I use golden flax, but you could use brown flax instead if you'd like, or you could always substitute chia seeds or hemp seeds if you like those better. We're gonna, if you want, add about a half teaspoon of vanilla extract, just because I like the creaminess that it lends the smoothie. And of course, we'll be using 2 scoops of Amla Green. Today, I am going to be using the original flavor Amla green tea because it's got a little bit of caffeine in it from the green tea, which I appreciate, especially in the morning for a breakfast smoothie. But you could choose whatever original flavor or hibiscus or elderberry for an immune boost, so that's up to you. And then we'll be using some coconut water in this recipe too. And actually, this one is also optional because if you want it to be a drinkable consistency, you'll add this liquid. But if you wanted it to be more scoopable, like a smoothie bowl, soft serve ice cream consistency, you could leave out this liquid and the juice from the orange will be enough to give it that smooth, scoopable consistency you can eat with a spoon. So, all right, friends, let's get started again. Remember, you can put your questions in the comments and at the end, we will answer them. So for the smoothie recipe, I'm using my Vitamix blender. It's a high-powered blender, but you don't need one for this recipe. You could use a regular kitchen blender or even one of those individual blenders, like a NutriBullet, for example. And you would, if you wanted to do only 1 serving of this smoothie, then you could cut all of these ingredients in half. But we're going to be doing a 2-serving recipe for this smoothie. All right, so I have peeled a navel orange here, and you'll notice that I've left as much of the white pith on it as possible. That's because that offers a lot of fiber and other important nutrients. If you're not used to peeling your own orange, though, let me give you a quick tip. You'll take a regular navel orange and a serrated edge knife, like a steak knife, and cut an X on opposite sides of the orange, just like that. And then you'll be able to stick your thumb in there and it'll be a little bit easier to get it started to peel the orange. But for the sake of time for our demonstration today, I've already done that in advance, but I will show you that I'm going to take a chef's knife and just chop this into quarters to make the work a little easier for the blender. And I usually put these in first because they're so juicy that it'll help the blades turn and bring all the ingredients together more quickly. Next, I'm going to take my frozen banana. Don't forget, by the way, when you freeze your bananas, peel them first. I think almost everyone makes this mistake the first time when they think about freezing bananas. They put the entire banana with the peel into the freezer, but then when they go to use it, they quickly realize that it's really hard to get the peel off once you've frozen it. So peel them first, put them in a freezer-safe container, and they're really easy to slice once they're frozen, so you don't have to worry about that. You'll see the knife goes right through. And we're going to use half of a frozen banana and put that into the blender too. Then I've got frozen mango chunks. So these are going to go in as well. Just like that. Get them all in there. Mango is really amazing because it's got a lot of vitamin C and it's super sweet, along with the banana and the orange, of course, everyone knows has a lot of vitamin C too. So this is going to be so good for you in the winter time, boosting the immune system, and it's going to give you energy for the day ahead. So that's awesome. Now, wipe off my fingers here on my towel. Next up will be our ground flaxseed. And like I mentioned, I use golden flaxseed. I find the flavor a little bit better than brown flax. And I actually buy the seeds whole and I grind them myself. And the reason I do that is because after the flax is ground, over time, it starts to lose its nutritional benefit to you. So I like to only grind it as I need it. I use my NutriBullet blender with the flat blade. You could use a spice grinder or a coffee grinder if you want. But if you buy it for convenience sake, already ground, that's totally okay. Just after you open the bag, store it in your freezer or your refrigerator, and that will help to slow the decline of the nutrients over time. So my flaxseed is in the blender as well. And then we will go on to our spinach. I've got baby spinach, about a cup, but honestly, I don't even bother to measure because as far as I'm concerned, with leafy green vegetables, the more the merrier. They are so good for you. And they go right into the blender as well. I've rinsed them off in a mesh strainer first because, you know, it's always good to give them an extra wash, even though the bag says they've already been washed. I don't fully trust that, so that's in there now too. And then this is a good time if you want to add a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Again, this is optional. Just if you like a little bit of a creamier flavor for your smoothie, I like to add that. Quick and easy. And now we're going to move on to the prized ingredient, amla green tea. Like I said at the beginning, I'm using the original flavor because with the green tea in this one, it has a little bit of caffeine, and I think that's nice for breakfast smoothie. And I'm going to do 2 scoops because we're making a 2-serving smoothie here. And I'm just adding those scoops to the blender as well. My jar is a 90-serving jar of amla green, but I'm running out because I drink this for breakfast every morning. So I have to order that again. It's pretty soon. And then that's all of the main ingredients here. Now, if you were going for a smoothie bowl consistency, you would stop here and blend this up. Like I said, the juice from the orange will be enough to bring it all together. You could use the tamper tool if you've got one from your blender and just kind of push it down through the lid while the blades are moving to help bring it all together if you need to. But since I'm going to do more of a drink smoothie for today's demonstration, I'm going to add a cup of coconut water. When you're buying your coconut water, you want to make sure that you check the ingredients, that there's no added sugar. Some brands do add sugar to their coconut water. But to keep this as healthful as possible, we want a brand that does not do that. So sugar, no added sugars on the nutrition label there. But you could also use your favorite plant-based milk, preferably unsweetened, or regular water would be just fine too. So those are all the ingredients that go into this. I'm going to go back to my blender, and our producer Bess will cut my mic. But before she does, I want to encourage you to check out the Amla Green website and check out all of the beautiful tea options they've got there for you. And I'm going to tell you now, if you write the word guide in the in the comments below, we were going to send you a free smoothie bowl guide. So take the time while I am blending the smoothie to type the word guide in the comments, and you will be getting this amazing gift from our friends at Amla Green, totally free to use so that you can have even more smoothie bowl inspiration. Okay, I'm going to go blend this right now. Okay, it's all blended. Look at that beautiful color. Do not be alarmed. It does not taste like vegetables. You'll be surprised to try this and learn that the baby spinach flavor completely fades away, and what you've got is this beautiful sweet smoothie in your glass. Again, this is 2 servings, so I'm going to save that for my husband for later. And as I always like to do when I'm presenting a smoothie to someone I love is I like to garnish the glass and make a beautiful presentation out of it. So I'm going to set this here just a moment. I've got 1 slice of my navel orange. I'm just going to cut a slice from the center of it out through the edge on the skin so that we can very neatly slide this onto the glass beautifully, just like that. And then I have saved a few of the most beautiful baby spinach leaves. I'm going to garnish the glass with these as well. Just kind of stick them in here right in front of the orange. So look how pretty that is. And I always like to sip my smoothie through a reusable straw. It's environmentally friendly. And this one is made of glass. It's a borosilicate glass like Pyrex, and so it doesn't break easily at all. You can put it in the dishwasher, and I'm going to try this. I can't wait. Just delicious. It's really, really good. It's got a little bit of caffeine from the amla green original tea, but like I said, you could put in the hibiscus or the elderberry if you don't want, or even the decaf version of the original flavor. And so you can choose whatever calls to you on any given day. But I really love this smoothie. It's a great way to, it's something great to add to your morning routine, especially as maybe we're trying to turn over a new leaf in the new year, maybe we indulged a lot over the holidays and now we're trying to bring some healthfulness to our daily routine. This is a great one for that. So friends, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If I can't answer them live, I will come back in the replay and try to answer them for you there. And don't forget to ask for the guide so you can get this beautiful Simple Smoothie Bowls guide from Amla Green and do even more nice breakfast recipes just like this one for the new year. So if we don't have any questions, we're great. All right, Best is telling me we're good to go. Thank you, friends, so much for being here, for making this breakfast smoothie with me. It's been a pleasure to cook with you as usual. I'm Stefanie, Green Sage Life, and I'll see you again next time.